The prospects for success after 16 years in Afghanistan are clearly in question tonight. How do you define success? What does winning look like there? The intelligence community has various assessments. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Herridge has our story.
Just days before this suicide attack in the Afghan capital's heavily fortified diplomatic district that killed 90, senior U.S. intelligence officials told Congress the outlook was grim. The Taliban network that sheltered al-Qaeda leader Usama bin Laden before 9/11 was making a comeback. A separate assessment by a special inspector general found the Taliban now controls or contests 40% of Afghan districts, a nearly 11% increase over the same period last year. In April, another report by the State Department highlighted a 30% spike in Afghan security force casualties, with the widespread use of vehicle bombs as well as suicide vests. Significantly, the report notes that some of the devastating plots were planned and executed from across the border in neighboring Pakistan. Traveling overseas, the Defense Secretary advocated for a broad approach.
It is a South Asia strategy. It's not just an Afghanistan strategy.
And Mattis told reporters he needed firm policy direction on U.S. objectives before making a change.
I was not willing to make significant troop lifts until we made certain we knew what was the strategy, what was the commitment going in.
After January 2015, when the primary security responsibility transitioned from U.S. and coalition nations to the Afghan security forces, the intelligence picture frayed. During prepared testimony at the annual worldwide threat hearings, the nation's intelligence chief, DNI Dan Coates, was blunt.
The political and security situation in Afghanistan will almost certainly deteriorate through 2018. Even with a modest increase in military assistance.
With ISIS and al-Qaeda among more than a dozen terrorist groups with a foothold in Afghanistan, an analyst familiar with the White House policy discussions explained the calculus.
What are our national interests in 2017? And it's having an Afghan country that is not a source of regional instability and not a platform for transnational terrorism.
Critics accuse the Obama administration of consistently downplaying the numbers, especially after the 2011 raid that killed Osama bin Laden. But it took a large-scale U.S. operation in 2015 with airstrikes to clear two major al-Qaeda training camps in southern Afghanistan. Brett.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.